Hello, I'm Tomasz from Polygon Flow. Today I'm excited to show you the latest update to Dash, the world building plugin for Unreal Engine 5. This update brings a complete overhaul of our preset system, making Dash even easier to use, more flexible and significantly more powerful. In addition to that, we've added several new features and improvements across the plugin. So let's jump in. Alright, let's start by creating a simple cliff preset for a canyon using Decal Scattering. First, I use the Draw Curve tool to define the shape of my canyon. Then I go to the content browser, find my preferred cliff asset, and while my curve is selected, I drag it into the level while holding Ctrl to see the drop options. From there, I choose Scatter on Selected to automatically create the path scatter on my curve. Now I can tweak a few settings such as density and scale. Once I'm happy with the result, I can create a preset using the preset icon in the Tools panel. I will give it a name, some text and a thumbnail, then I choose Global Scope and save it. With Global Scope, I can access the preset in any of my projects. Now let's open a new, empty level and try it out. In the new level, I open Path Scatter from the dashbar. When I click the preset icon, I can see my newly created canyon preset. And with a single click, it's recreated exactly as before. And I just hide the scatter reference mesh. And as you can see, everything remains fully procedural, so I can continue adjusting any of the settings just like before. And now let's expand this simple cliff preset into something more advanced. An overgrown canyon using the updated compound and reference systems. So first, I scatter some rocks under the cliffs using the same spline as before. A few tweaks to make it look better. And next I will scatter some foliage onto the cliffs using Surface Scatter. I select the cliffs, hold Ctrl and drag in a few foliage assets and choose Scatter on Selected. Then I adjust the settings like density, height mask and scale to get a natural distribution. Let's add some foliage variation. Next, I want some rocks on the ground, so I will select the plane beneath my cliffs and scatter some assets onto it. To remove rocks underneath the cliffs, I can use a proximity mask. I pin the ground scatter tool to keep it open. Select the cliffs and assign them as proximity objects. Then I tweak the distance and width to control exactly where the rocks appear around the cliff formations. Now the setup looks good. Let's organize everything using the compound and reference systems. I click a property, choose Create Compound Tool and name it Overgrown Canyon. Then I add the key properties for each tool to this compound, the main controls I want quick access to. Here it is. I do the same for the other scatters. When I open the compound, I now have clean access to all the important settings across my tools. And just like before, I can save this entire setup as a preset. I click the preset icon, fill in the details, choose Global Scope and save. Let's open a new empty level and test it. In the new level, I open the Tools panel, create a new compound, and in the preset list, I select my Overgrown Canyon preset. Instantly, the full setup is recreated, and all the controls remain fully adjustable. And after that, I just duplicated the glyphs and used the blend material tool to apply a ground material from Megascan's assets. A new feature I want to show you today is an improvement to the physics paint. You can now control object scaling using the min and max scale range. While in physics paint mode, I can simply adjust these values to introduce natural size variations as I paint. It's a small addition, but it gives you more control and more organic results when painting assets into your scene. And after that, I just drop in the dash water plane and the scene is done. To make managing and using presets even easier, we've added a dedicated preset library inside the content browser. Here you can browse, search and quickly access to all your Dash presets in one place. For example, here is my overgrown canyon preset from before. On the left side you can find the folder structure where presets are organized into different categories, including project and global presets. If you save a preset with global scope, it becomes available across all your Unreal Engine projects. Just keep in mind that the assets used in the preset need to exist at the same location in the other project for everything to work correctly. To help you get started with the new preset system and with Dash in general, we've included a bunch of presets in Dash 1.10. All of them are free to use, explore and customize. Some are simple single tool presets, while others are more advanced compound setups that demonstrate how different tools can work together. All built-in presets use free-to-use assets from Quaternius, so if you like what you see, you can check out the full library as well. In our presets, these assets act as placeholders. So once you place a preset into your level, you can easily replace the assigned meshes with your own assets and adapt everything to your project. Like this, with this preset, I can easily swap out the assets in the edit table. Another new feature in Dash 1.10 is that the path scatter now supports decals and blueprint actors. For example, I can draw a curve and scatter footstep decals along it. Let's change the scatter type to actors. To make the footsteps look natural, I adjust the settings a bit. Let's try a blueprint. I place a blueprint in my level, select the curve and open Path Scatter. I simply switch the scatter type from instances to actors again and add the curve and the blueprint. And just like that, the blueprint is scattered along the spline. This makes Path Scatter much more flexible, especially for gameplay elements or more advanced setups. And that wraps up Dash 1.10. Using the completely redesigned preset system, built-in presets, improved Path Scatter and added control in Physics Paint, Dash is now even easier to use while giving you more flexibility and power when building worlds in Unreal Engine 5. And as always, if you have feedback, ideas for future presets, or features you'd like to see in Dash, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.